Good morning and welcome to another edition of Community Issues. I'm your host, Omar Rashid, December 30th, 2018, here live at the Comcast studio. My first guest is he's the founder and president of Co-Creating Life Coaching. His first appearance here on Community Issues, Mr. Bruce Dorsey. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for having me. I
Welcome.
appreciate it.
Okay, life coaching. What inspired you to be a life coach? But before you even answer that question, what is a life coach?
Well, a life coach is someone who basically helps people to transform their life from the inside out. At least that's my specific niche, because there are different types of life coaches.
Okay.
There are relationship coaches. There are coaches that deal with wellness. And there's, again, I'm a transformational coach. So there's marriage counselor type coaches. So there's different types of life coaches. But what inspired me to be a life coach is that I was always looking for my passion and purpose. Okay. So I am a small business owner and have been for the last 20, maybe 21, 22 years. I've built different types of businesses. And some of them I really enjoyed, like my landscaping company.
Right.
But I still, although I enjoyed it, I knew that really wasn't why I was created.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was created to give to people as far as sowing into them. A lot of people that I would talk to, friends, associates, would always ask me, are you a motivational speaker? Do you help people with their goals? Because I always would light up when I would talk to people about their goals and their dreams.
Right.
So that's what actually inspired me. I was always searching, even through my other companies.
Right. So through your life coaching business, what are some of the issues or topics that you address in terms of being a life coach for others?
Well, I've helped people with self-empowerment, so building self-esteem. I help them with, I teach them how to understand who they are. And when I say who they are, I mean, I may ask a person such as yourself, Omar, who are you? And you may say, well, I'm Omar. And I may say, well, Omar is your name, but it's not you.
Right.
I mean, because you can change your name to whatever you want. You can change it to Terrence or Bob or whatever it is you want. So Omar is a name that we use to identify you.
Right.
So first and foremost, we teach people who they are. Number one, they're a spiritual being. They live in a physical body, and they've been gifted with the ability to think, or an intellect is what we call it. So we begin to teach them who they are on the inside, and then we teach them how to identify their gifts and talents they've been blessed with, how to build those gifts and talents, and then we teach them how to execute, how to apply them to get any result in their life that they wish to achieve.
So someone comes to your office for the first session, the introduction, that they meet with you. So on an average basis, how long or how many sessions do you normally meet with people in terms of the issues that they bring to you?
So we typically, sessions are typically once a week, and it's also need specific. So depending on exactly what we're working on as far as helping you make that transformation, will kind of determine if we need to meet once a week, every other week. Because some clients of mine, they start off once a week, and then once we get them on track, they may need to come every other week.
Okay.
So it really kind of just depends on what we're working on. But sessions typically are anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. But typically they are generally an hour. So, and as a matter of fact, today, right here, I'm prepared to offer a couple of complimentary sessions to your audience. The first person who calls 302-635-9221. That's 302-635-9221. And basically just call to claim your free introductory session. And we're doing this because I'm so passionate about giving other people
Right.
and helping them, give them the tools
Right.
to make that transformation, and we'll be with them every step of the way.
Right. So in terms of payment options, when
Mm-hmm.
people come see you, do you accept insurances, or do people only pay through cash, or how does it work?
Yeah, so right now we don't accept insurance
Okay.
currently. We will do, we can do payment plans.
Okay, gotcha.
We can do, we're getting ready to be able to do credit cards.
Okay.
So right now it's pretty much pay out of pocket.
Pay out of pocket, right.
However, we do run specials according to, just according to the time of the year, and also we can do sliding fee scales depending on a person's need.
Okay, income. Okay. Now, in addition to one-on-one counseling, you also provide group sessions and empowerment workshops. You want to talk about that?
Yes, we do. We have a program also for teens,
Oh, okay.
and teens ages basically 14 through 19. However, we will assess a particular child, and we've taken children even at the age of 12.
Okay.
Depending on it just depends on their maturity level, focus level, things of that nature. But typically the programs for teens are through the ages of 14 and 19. And basically they are constantly being held, but they typically are held on Saturdays or Sundays, depending on the parents' scheduling and things of that nature.
Right.
So.
Okay, so speak a little bit about the workshops and the events that I know you had an event in September.
Yeah, we had an event in September the 30th. It was our first annual community turn-up empowerment event. It was held at Glasgow Park.
Okay.
It was a great success. We had a dance studio. Bobby Ann's dance studio came and performed.
Okay.
Praise dancers. We had my cousin, who I want to give a shout out to, Jayla J Stacks Pulliam.
Okay.
She was voted best female rapper for Delaware.
Okay.
So she was performing to inspire the youth and everyone, to give them a positive message. And we just had a variety of different talent. We had Pastor Archie Moore.
Okay.
We had Senator Brian Townsend, as well as Judge Will Davis. We had like a panel that actually engaged the audience to talk about community issues.
Right.
So it was really phenomenal. I mean, we had a good time.
Right.
There was a lot of useful information, and the program was basically designed to basically help fund the programs to help the teens.
Right.
And so everybody had a phenomenal time. And then at the end, I also spoke as well.
Okay.
I also want to give a shout out to my team that helped me with the event. Our public relations strategist, Shira Garnett. She was very instrumental in putting it together. Her daughter, Desiree Garnett, who we contracted with Trendy Office Solutions. So she actually coordinated the event. So we put on a phenomenal event for the community.
Right.
And that's because, to me, that's what it's about. It's about everybody getting involved.
Right. So there are those who may be watching right now and say to themselves, man, this is very interesting. This thing is hot. I want to be a life coach. So what's the process of becoming a life coach?
Well, I'll just tell you, for me, it was a little bit different because I actually started studying. I've been actually studying the industry for the last 10 years.
Okay,
However, because I started off with self-study. I started off with self-study, taking some free courses and things of that nature. And then I formally went to school with a school called the Universal Coach Institute, and which is, I want to give a shout out to Coach, Master Coach, Aisha Ematola, and she was very instrumental because she's actually part owner of the school.
Okay.
And so the school offers the value versus the cost is unbelievable. I mean, I mean, you get so much value for what you pay. So I actually went through there and got a couple of different types of certifications to be able to be a life coach. But again, there's different schools, and it just depends on what each person needs and then what it is that they're looking for.
So how long did it take you to get your certification?
For me, it took me approximately 6 months to a year, depending on, because I got a couple of different certifications.
Okay, gotcha.
So, but I mean, it again, different schools offer different, although they basically, the course curriculum is similar, it's still, the process may be a little different depending on each school, so.
Is it online or you had to go there in person?
I went through, mine was online.
Okay.
Mine was online, and again, I would recommend that particular school to anyone who's looking for the value versus what you actually pay for. So,
okay, we got 2 minutes remaining. I'm gonna allow you to say what you want to say in terms of giving people the location and any closing words of encouragement that you have for those who are watching right now.
Yes, I just want to say that you know, at the end of the day, it's all up to you. You know, you and God control your destiny. You know, I mean, you can do anything that you want to do. It's all up to you. A lot of times, in most cases, if not all cases, you are your own worst enemy, the person that you're looking at in the mirror. So, you know, if you're anybody out there who's looking to make a change, you're looking to improve your life, transform your life from the inside out, don't worry about money, don't worry about anything but picking up the phone and dialing 302-635-9221. And the other thing, we're always open and more than willing to work with any other organizations that are interested in positive results, because at the end of the day, we all need each other first and foremost. And then secondly, the state of the world today, you can never have enough people, you know, working with helping people to transform their life. I mean, you can never have too many people because, I mean, it's constantly getting, although there are people doing well, you're constantly seeing a lot of people with hopelessness. They just don't know what they're going to do. So you never have enough people involved. So please contact us at www.coreatelifecoaching.org, and we'd love to serve you. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on, Omar.
Coach B,
I really appreciate it.
No problem, anytime.
Very, very much.
All right, you're live right here on Lisa Access Channel 28. You're watching Community Issues. I'm gonna take a short break and I'll return with my next guest. Welcome back to Community Issues. I'm your host, Omar Rashidon. Now joining me live, We Are Their Faces Inc. I had this lady on a couple months ago, and she's back, bigger than ever. Joanna Vasquez and Katie Saunders. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Sunday.
So, all right. So you're the founder and president of We Are Their Faces Inc. Just give a brief synopsis of what the organization is about and how you went about founding the organization.
So as a community leader and as a single mother myself, I've seen the struggle for families, but single moms especially, and the inner fear that they have to reach out and to do what they have the potential to do. Right. So in 2014, I actually just started behind the scenes, just helping out, doing things, babysitting for them to have a, one-on-one with their own selves, or, me time, or taking them to the grocery store when rainy days and stuff like that. 2017, February 14th, we actually became officially 501c3, and it was phenomenal, a great, feeling to be able to be recognized by the IRS and by the state and the city and other nonprofit organizations and corporates. We started off by doing a bunch of things, but we have narrowed it down to communication skills building with middle schools and high schools, and self-esteem building actually is new this year with elementary and middle schools. And our ultimate goal is to make sure that we build the self-esteem, in our young youth, that actually will encourage them to reach out to do and what they feel is right to do, because we all have gifts and we all have the potential, but what stops us the most is that inner fear of we might not be accepted, we might be criticized, and we have to learn that criticism, the good and the bad, actually makes you better, stronger, and stronger, exactly. So understanding that you need people to look at you and criticize you in a way that someone that might love you might not do it, because they only see where you came from and what you're doing, but then the people that don't know nothing about you, they actually, see something different because they don't actually know you. So you need that in and out, of good and bad criticism. And sometimes a lot of single parents, especially single moms, we are emotional creatures. Yes, females are, right? But we need to know, that when someone actually is taking the time to criticize you, good or bad, that means that they have some type of care inside of them for you or your child. And you have to learn how to accept that and run with it. And taking that fear inside of you and allowing yourself to know that if you just fix how your mindset is, and I'm a strong believer on we are what we listen to. It's just like the food, we are what we eat. It's like you are what you listen to, and what you listen to implants in your head, and what plants in your head comes from your heart, and what comes out of your heart will come out of your mouth. So if you don't accept the good and the bad and then just tweak it the way it makes you feel better and allows you to understand, you're growing, because we grow every single day. My son, he couldn't be here today, but he's our youth our pre-K youth leader.
And he's starting off early,
Yeah, he is. And he calls himself Jesus Jr., right? And what he likes to let people know is you can't be scared, because when you're scared inside, right, you won't get anywhere, because fear, it stops you. It stops you, the number one. And that fear, it lowers our self-esteem. And the minute that we understand that our young youth, they need to be empowered, not just empowered with, great sneakers or, a Thanksgiving basket. They need to be empowered, but they need to be taught how to do that. Because a lot of us are expecting things from someone that they never even got in. So we started realizing, it's more than the drive. It's more than going to the schools and taking pictures. We have to really make sure that we are implanting these seeds that we can keep on watering throughout their years of, being a scholar, and at the end, we're building our next president. We're building our next Omar, our next Katie Sandra, our next, tech. But if we don't build this self-esteem, they will always sit behind technology. They will always sit behind the scenes and never speak up for themselves or for their community. And we are our community. The people is the world. The world can't, people say money makes the world go round. No, actually, it's us, the people, that make the world go round, because money can be burned and can be stopped, and if we keep on creating us and keep on empowering us and building each other, we keep on making the world go around. So once we've realized that, we put these two programs together, and it's been very successful.
All right. Now, one of your staff members here, Katie, what is your role and what got you involved in the organization?
Hi, I'm a volunteer coordinator. I just basically help out with, when we go out and volunteer, because I see a lot of people that aren't doing so good, and then I see people who need help. So
Right.
it motivates me because I've been there at one point in time. So
Right.
it motivates me. So if it motivates me, it motivates them. So I just work on people's growth.
Right. So the students that you work with and in the schools that you work with, do you go out to and reach out to them, or do people call you? How do you establish who you work with?
So it's both ways.
Okay.
We Are Their Faces Inc. is a member with the Delaware Small Business Chamber, so that
Okay.
Bob Older is the owner of that, and he is well connected. So
Right.
we meet a lot of people through our networking events. You know, there's a lot of free network events out in the community, just out of the chamber as well.
Right.
But we actually sit and we, you know, partner up with Red Clay.
Right. There's some of your pictures.
Yep, so that's Red Clay, so that's Shortledge, and as
Okay.
you see the background, Shortledge actually has a new cafeteria.
Oh, wow, that's
They
awesome.
plan it out, and it's actually the city of Wilmington, the Brandywine, the Riverfront, stuff like
Oh,
that.
that's
That's
awesome.
their whole background in their cafeteria now, and this is also with the Boys and Girls Club. This right here is Basel Elementary School, and this is the whole family, one
Okay.
that signed up for our uniform drive, which
Okay.
was our first year doing it. Starting in 2019-2020 school year, we're actually doing a 10-week program for our self-esteem building
Okay.
program. And what it is, and within 10 weeks, what they do, this is Basel as well, school, and this is the assistant principal at Baz, not Basel, Baz Elementary, which is Red Clay. And within the 10-week, we teach parents and the youth, the young scholars, how to build the self-esteem and how to communicate properly amongst each other with good and bad feelings.
Right.
At the end of the 10-week program, what they would do is receive a bag of uniforms. And
Okay.
for the females, they got a skirt, stockings, and uniform shirts. For the boys, they got either they got pants. The girls got skirts and pants. The young boys got socks and collar uniform shirts and pants as well. And that's it right there.
So is this all this part of the 2018 drive? 'Cause
Yes, in
okay,
2018 we started it, and inside of each bag we actually put, because it was around Christmas time, we put an encouraging self-esteem, how to believe in themselves and in each
man,
other
that's awesome.
card inside of there, and we actually personalize it with their name, and each one said something different to, you know, help that individual scholar. Next year we're actually hoping to do more than our 32, I believe that's the number that we hit this year. So next year we're trying to hit the hundreds.
Okay, we've got like 2.5 minutes remaining. We'll give you
Okay.
ladies both each a minute and a half to have any closing comments, any donations, or any volunteers that you need. It's all yours.
Yep. So I mean, of course, she's the volunteer coordinator. She's
Okay.
the master of, you know, making sure that we get all of our volunteers. And as you see on our website and Facebook, they do pretty good with that. I have a great board with me. Donations are always accepted and welcome, and any, you know, hints on grants or sponsorships and partnerships are always welcome. Schools are mostly what we partner with because they
Right,
have the
okay.
young scholars, and we can be reached at 302-772-8552, and we can be also reached at our website, www.wearetheirfacesinc.org, and our Facebook page, We Are Their Faces Inc. And word of mouth is great.
Okay, you got anything to say before we close out?
No, I'm just excited.
Okay.
The years is going to come.
All right. Okay, you actually started off as a secretary, right? Moved up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So you might be the vice president for the next couple of years.
Yes.
All right. So why don't you give your website and phone number once again? We have like just under 2 minutes remaining.
So our phone number is 302-772-8552. It is a cell phone, so for families that are unable to make calls and just have it like free texting, you can feel free to text. We do reply, and we also have our website, www.wearetheirfacesinc.org, and our Facebook at We Are Their Faces Inc. Donations are always accepted. We always have also partnerships available to come out and speak to your youth or your families, and we're always open to have, you know, to have a listening ear to those in need.
All right, ladies. On that note, we're gonna end today's program. So the doors is always open. So I think I'm gonna give you like a half an hour next time because you got a lot going on.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you again, ladies, for coming on.
Thank you
No
for
problem.
having
Thank
us.
you.
God
And
bless.
thank you for tuning in to another edition of Community Issues. I'll be back next Sunday, the first Sunday of the month. God bless and have a safe week and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.